welcome to Tristar Digging. I appreciate you joining me today. My name's Sam, and it is Monday, and there is no rain in the forecast for most of this week. I think maybe Thursday or Friday, but I'm at the Swamp Road project, and you can see behind me here, I've got a good bit more done to this place, and I think today and tomorrow, which is Monday, Tuesday, I should be able to finish this job up. We got a lot to do, a lot of little things, a lot of tidying up. So let's get started and see what we got to do. Some of the little things that we got to get done is I've got to put in a culvert somewhere along in here. I got to grade this, get this ditch fixed, get that ditch fixed going up the road there, bring all that water to a central point here, and then take it across the road. First thing I'm going to do though is get the dozer warmed up. I'm going to take it up to the creek road where we put all the spools from this area right here that I dug out. Got a few big piles at the back of it. I'm going to get all that graded down, get all that in place, and then kind of dress that up. And then we're going to move this way and get some of this other stuff done. Knocked down now, and as you could see, I guess you could tell in the video there, that was mud and rock, and but I got that knocked down good enough to where it can start drying out on the surface. I'll come back and dress this up after it dries. What I want to do now is going out the creek road here, and I already made a couple passes, pulled some material up off of this left bank up in the center of the road. I'm going to do the same thing going down the left side, pull that up, and I'm going to shape this and crown it, and then pack it in with the dozer tracks. Track that down. It's a little bit wet and muddy too, but it is workable. So let's get that done. looking in pretty good shape now. I got the crown back on the road where it needed to be, and all those ruts from the hog hauling that dirt in there are gone. And this, like I said, it's wet. I'm gonna come back when it dries good and just blade it off and knock down these little dirt clods and stuff. And I've had a few questions about where does this road go? This road doesn't go anywhere. It goes out there in dead ends. We had to do something with the spoils from the area back there where the pad is, and the owner of the property said, let's just build a little road up the creek, and that'd be a good place to put them. And it was. It worked out really nice. And so now then there's a good little trail going up through here. Now that that's taken care of, we'll slide up here and find something else to do. Next little project we want to look at is this main road coming in. And I've got a problem here that I don't really know how to fix other than just over time, hopefully it will quit. But you see the bank there keeps sloughing off. What the problem is, there's a slate rock bank that runs up that way at an angle, and this dirt is just sitting on top of that slate. So as the water works its way between the slate and the dirt, it's bleeding through the ground, and it's causing this dirt to slump off on this bank. I guess eventually, well, here's the slate, you see this right here. Eventually, I guess all this dirt right here will fall off and it'll just be down to the raw slate. I'm hoping that's the case. That's what it's going to eventually do. But it's going to be a maintenance issue for a while, just trying to keep this ditch clean. I brought the Mini X this morning, the Cat 304. I'm going to get it off the trailer. I've got the 4-foot grading bucket on it. I think it's going to be the quickest thing to do to come up through here with that bucket, work my way up the road and take that stuff and sling it over here to the right side of the road and then blade it off. And that way I can kind of smooth that bank up as I go and kind of smooth up that ditch. Let's get that off the trailer and we'll get to work on that. Good bit of that ditch work from there up to where the creek is up that way. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take a break from that just for a minute because I've got it to where I need to do some work with the grade rod and the laser to try to get my flow right. What I'm going to do in the meantime though is I climbed up here on top of this little shelf or bench area that I originally cut in to dig out this this rock pit here, or actually for the pad. What I'm going to do is I've got a lot of rock and debris in this area on the left side, and my plan is to catch water coming off here and send it around down to where the machine is and off that way, and not have so much water, or any water really, coming off onto the building. And I'm just going to throw this off and use it down there when I go to level the pad. have made a mistake. Now that I got up here, I realized that I need a tooth bucket. So what I'm going to do is turn around and go back down, and I think now I will go back up here and work on this ditch line some more, because I need to keep this bucket on it for now to do that with. We will catch this another time, probably tomorrow. Let's go do something else. The plan is now is I need to cut a ditch in down to where the pad starts, and basically what I'm going to do, I shot grade, and this is a good bit higher than it is down there at that corner. I was hoping that maybe I could bring the water both ways, down that hill into a culvert here, and bring water from there down to here in this culvert and go on across. But that's not possible. Well, I guess it is, but it would be so deep right here that it just don't make sense, because there's a good bit of fall from here down to there. Take a look around where we are now. I've got did a little dozer work there. I've got that on grade now, and the ditch is cut in from up there all the way down to right in there, which is about halfway over to the pad. And then I brought water from there back over here. Changed my mind just a little bit. Was able to get some fall from back there down into here, and I'll put that culvert in tomorrow, putting it across the road. Let's take the little Mini X now. I've got the tooth bucket on it. Let's go back up to the top of the hill there and cut that what I was up there a while ago to do. Take a look around at today's work. We did get up on top of that little cliff right there and make a waterway to get that water off from behind there. And I got this ditch, finally got this finished up and graded out and got that where I want it. Water will flow that way, this way, and across the road after tomorrow we'll get that in. But that ditch turned out nice and is looking good. The rest of the road is finished. I've got all the ditching done all the way up through there. I went back with a machine and kind of raked that stuff out and got that all fixed up and looking really good. All that water's gonna come down here just fine. Hey, I hope you enjoyed today's video. That's basically a day's work. Sometimes I may do 2 or 3 or 4 days work and consolidate into one video. But I might try this a few times and see how you like them. All in a day's work is what I guess I should call this video. But all right, well, if you've been following this series of videos here about digging out this foundation for this house and building the road for through this swamp area, you know that I used a lot of rock. And when I get done with this pad tomorrow and finish up this job tomorrow, really, this foundation is going to be rock solid. And why? Because it's built out of rock. You see that rock wall behind me, you seen that in the video. This place was filled full of rock, and it's been a job, but I've got it taken care of now, down to the point where we are getting really close to getting this thing knocked out. What I want to talk about in today's message is about a solid foundation, about a foundation built on the rock. And what rock am I talking about? The Bible refers to Jesus as the rock, that he is the rock. He is our foundation. He is our hope. He is our joy, our peace, our salvation, and our eternal life. And the passage of scripture that I want to look at is in Matthew chapter 7, verse 24 through I think 27. It says, "Therefore whoever hears these sayings of mine and does them, I will liken him unto a wise man who built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon the house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock." That's where we have our faith and trust and hope, is on the rock of Jesus Christ. So let the wind blow, let the storms come, let the trials of life come and beat us around, but we have hope, and Jesus will see us through that. God says he'll place his spirit within us as a positive guarantee of that which is to come. So we have the power and the strength to overcome the storms that come into our life. Now listen to the second part. "And everyone that hears these sayings of mine and does not do them shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon the house, and it fell, and great was its fall." That's talking about folks who are wandering around in the world without the hope of Jesus Christ, not building their house, so to say, their life upon Jesus, that they're building their life upon the things of the world. And that may be you, and I may be talking to somebody that is doing that or is in a process. You may not like this message, but it's the truth. The truth is that if you put your faith and trust in the world and the world system, your house is built on sand, and it's difficult and can't withstand the storms of life. But if you build your house upon the rock, Jesus Christ, your faith, trust in him, and your salvation and your hope is in Jesus Christ, you can withstand the storms that come in your life, because God says he'll never leave us and never forsake us. So God bless you. I hope you place your faith and trust in him. Most important decision you'll ever make in your life is to do that, and do that just as soon as you can, to know the salvation of Jesus. God bless you, and I appreciate you watching.